Good evening, race fans. Welcome into the second race of the backmarkershop.com chase for the championship here live at the Nashville Superspeedway. As always, here with my co-commentator in the booth. Art, how we doing tonight?
I knew I was forgetting something when I made that tweet earlier. I forgot there was an official name for the
Yes,
chase.
there is an official name for the championship this season, the playoff format. Just a good old-fashioned re-rack them for 5 races. May the best man win. And let's go ahead and quickly show you your race information as qualifying is already underway. But yeah, backmarkershop.com championship chase. 140 laps here tonight. 2 laps qualifying, obviously. 55% fuel capacity gives these drivers anywhere from 38 to 42 laps. 5 total tire sets, 1 starter set, 4 in the pits, 0 fast repairs, and 3 green-white checkers. And as always, benefiting the NASCAR Foundation, our Season 3 charity. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the qualifying action. And we're seeing Cade McClenny's cooldown lap, 29.5, statistical tie nearly with Kyle Ritchie.
Cabe actually in a 29.498 bracket there.
So it rounded up on my overlay, but you go to the three decimal places, and that's what it gets you. But nevertheless, qualifying rages on. Schwartz on his cooldown lap finds a little bit of trouble. Let's go here on board with Randy Arms as he gets ready to start his first lap. Very tricky, technical track, the concrete surface here at Nashville Superspeedway. Intermediate speeds down the front and back straightaway, all the way down to 140 or so miles an hour in the corners, so it is a very tricky track to tame. A little bit of brake probably required as the run goes on to get these cars to turn. Randy Arms' first lap. He heads down the back straightaway. You see him here as he heads off into turn number 3, trying to apex this corner. Don't want to get the apron if you can't help it. Down to 4th gear, blasting off to the front stretch, and he's going to go all the way down to the apron. His first lap good enough for a 29.81. Whole field nearly within half a 1/10 of a second. Get down to the final 50 seconds here in qualifying. What do you got? Randy Arms' second lap. He'll go below the apron here, trying to get as much as he can. His second lap good enough for 10th quickest. Brandon French gonna try and get 1 lap in to be the last of our 19th qualifiers. 20 seconds. He should be able to get 1 in, but the second lap usually is where you find all the improvement. But he will have time to complete his one and only lap if he can keep it out of the fence. A little tight off of 4. He'll blast to the line. The 19th quickest, and that will not have time to improve. So the entire field within 7/10 of a second. 29.498. Cade McClenny, your pole sitter here this evening.
Not a very shocking result there.
It is not. But let's remember Brandon Bowers, last week's dominating performance. He's down in 9th. So a little bit of a surprise.
Also a different kind of track.
Is Perrin? No, Perrin's here. He's P5. Kind of just right in the middle. Different paint scheme. So I was like, is he here tonight? Is our championship contender not here with 4 races left? But no, he's here. Drivers, top of your screen highlighted in purple. If you're just tuning in for the first time in the season, these are your playoff contenders, all 12 of them. They re-racked them to 1,000 points, and may the best man win over the last 5 races.
Yeah, I believe they're all here, too.
Love to see it. We got a couple of next up drivers in the field. 26-car field here tonight. We got a couple of driver cams as well. Ryan Tiller finally joining the driver cam party. He starts P4 here tonight. That's what you're seeing from him. That's what you'll see from his point of view here tonight. And then, as always, Andrew Tenold happily providing his as well. Tenold will start down here in the 16th position. So those are our two driver cams tonight. Got a message on the clubs for everybody, and we're ready to go racing.
You know, I don't want to say that this component necessarily makes him a better driver, but me and Ryan Tiller have the same mouse pad, so I just have a little favoritism towards him right now. He also loves Taco Bell.
There you
So
go.
I think I might have found my pick to win tonight.
Very early on. Yeah, but I say we're about ready to roll here, so picks to win. We wait for the overlay to come back, but give me Cabe McClenny in the 05 machine.
All right, now pick someone else.
No, sir. Going with the Homer pick, man's on pole. It's been a while since he won. I think he's going to establish the tone, much like Bowers dominated Homestead. I think McClenny will dominate Nashville.
It's where Perrin just comes out of nowhere. Or Fillers. Fillers, he's starting way back, 17th.
He has a lot of work to do. Yeah, had an accident late in the going at Homestead. Kyle Ritchie kind of under the radar, second place here, starting position. Schwartz right there. A lot of good guys up inside the top 10, but that's why they qualified inside the top 10 in a playoff race. They've had the speed, and now of all times would be the time to show it. But pace car is off. Cabe McClenny gets us through the Geico restart zone, and the Nashville 140 is underway. Green flag in the air.
Cabe is gone.
Great launch for that 05 machine. Sean Anderson through to second already. That's inside line. Had a great jump. Perrin Huggins already up too.
Yeah.
And side by side for this third position as the overlay just finally kicked back in. It only took an extra lap, but you can see the top 5 all playoff drivers, and Jonathan Schwartz breaking up that party. Ryan Tiller, though, down 6 spots in the opening lap.
We're going to have 3 wide. Brandon Bowers stuck middle. No, he's not stuck. He's sending it.
Forces it right past Randy Arms, trying to continue the pass on to Failvich, but he'll at least get himself cleared out of that 3 wide. Biggest mover early on, Sam Hines in the 114 machine. He's up 4 spots. Pendergrass started from pit road, so he's all on his
Randy
own.
Arm went around. He's able to keep it straight. We're going to have a cars going into 3 and 4. 3 wide.
Yeah, that all jumbles up the order. Let's take a look at what happened to Randy Arms. Looks like he just lost it all on his own, but he had it saved. And he'll hang on, and he'll live to fight another lap.
Got playoff drivers, chase drivers, battling Kevin Bolton, James Fillers. Fillers getting stuck in traffic trying to move forward.
Looks like either the 83 or the 14 had bounced off the wall there that time off of 2. A very unique racetrack, a challenge for these drivers for sure. Quickest man on the racetrack last lap was Perrin Huggins. First man into the 29.5, side by side for 5th behind him. Kyle Ritchie, Alex Chira teammates. Chira +3, Ritchie -3, so one of these guys definitely has the upper hand, you would think, in this battle, at least in the early stages.
Both chase drivers, I'd try to be communicating, hey,
I'm quicker than you, teammate. Now get out of the way.
we just need to get right in line, save our stuff, get to that, first cycle.
Teammates, they're not racing each other too hard, but they are side by side. No one with a clear advantage over the last lap and a half, and just behind that, Brandon Bowers and Jonathan Shorts going at it side by side. Bowers with a big old lunge into turn 3 takes that spot away. And just ahead of that, still no separation. That 9's trying to build up some momentum on the high side. That 76 has good throttle up on the low side as well. 76 starting to inch ahead, barely through 1 and 2. Half a car length on corner entry, but that 9 has a little momentum on corner exit to fight back with. These two cars nearly identical on pace, and now Shearer edges ahead on the 3 and 4 side of the racetrack. You gotta be they got to be enjoying this a little bit as teammates. So, hey, we're both quick inside the top 5. It's always fun to race your buddies, teammates.
I would have ignored you by now.
You would have. I would have been annoyed. Let me go already.
It's like, I know we can't keep this up. Stop it. We're ruining each other's tires.
Yeah, I would have opened up. I would have opened up the steering off floor, and I would have just shoved you right into the fence. And just like that, though, Kyle Ritchie does finally clear his teammate. See, if that was you and you could have been like that, I just would have shipped you into the next week.
No love lost with the Williams brothers.
Respectfully. Just a little.
Respectfully.
And with all that fighting, though, Brandon Bowers caught right back up to the back bumper of this 9 machine. Bowers plus 3 spots in the opening couple of laps. With other drivers on the move, Andrew Tenold plus 5, then Yin plus 6. As they look to crack their way inside the top 10. On lap 10.
I think my driver might have been just a quick in qualifying. I mean, outside of Randy Arms, I believe he is the right now biggest loser. Down 6.
He did recover. He was down to 11th. He did get one back to break back into the top 10. Right behind his teammate, Casey Brown. We got 2 different manufacturers on the same team.
On our team.
Yes. I don't know how we had enough in for 2 different manufacturers, but nevertheless, they're running 9th and 10th right now, and I wonder if all that battling the 9 did with his teammate, the 76, on that outside, did it burn up his tires a little bit? Because Brandon Bowers is there and looking to make a move to the inside into 1. He makes it look easy, but he slides up the racetrack a bit. The 9 crosses him back over on corner exit. So a big lunge there for Bowers didn't work out, and they'll have to regroup.
All right, so Max, we were asked a question in chat. Where are the broadcaster cams at? When are you going to start putting on a suit and tie?
Oh, if there's enough of a request and or a monetary incentive, I would put on a suit and tie for this, and you'd see the most bland backdrop in all of human history for a broadcast.
One day we're going to have like us together.
Studio lighting side by side. That wouldn't go real well.
Well, I don't think the camera could have both of us in it.
Gotta get the wide angle shot. Bowers.
You can stay that, but you're not as tall as me.
Yeah. It didn't have to be vertical. It just to be horizontal.
Get you a box to stand on.
Great shot here, though. Bowers, he's regrouping. He's back to the inside. I expect a lunge here into 3. Yes, indeedy. And he is cleared by a car length and a half. The 9 not going to be close enough to cross him over this time by. Put Brandon Bowers up into the top 5. Back up front. Your top 2 separated by a car length and a half. Sean Anderson starting to close in just a tad bit as they head down the back straightaway. Aaron Huggins and Kyle Ritchie right there as well. Top 4 separated by 6.5 tenths of a second. So if you're on board with Kyle Ritchie right now, see those top 3, you say, all right, guys, you start to battle, and burn your tires up, and I'll pass all three here in a little bit. 76 machine, still looking for his first win of the season, but has been improving his consistency. We mentioned it last week several times through the broadcast. He's improved that top 10 speed now into top 5s, and now from there looking into consistent podium speed and potentially race-winning speed here early in the Nashville 140.
Kind of surprised by the fact that there are only 4 drivers in the chase that have a win. I think that's mostly because of Perrin, but
yeah, Perrin winning half the regular season races didn't leave a whole lot left to be desired, and then you kind of split it between a couple of the other heavy hitters, Browers and McClenny. You run out of races.
Yeah, Perrin's got 4, Bowers has 2, Cape has 1, and Sean Anderson has 1.
Sean Anderson didn't get his till Talladega. Bowers picked up his second last week, so it was Perrin Huggins and everybody else on 1 win. Great battle in the back of the field here. Randy Arms begins that climb, gets past French, goes from 25th to 24th, but a lot of work to do still for that 8 machine.
I don't believe those tires are going to be lasting that long.
He had a really big spin, so it's a miracle he passed anyone at all, but he just needs one caution to get right back on sequence with everybody else. And here's William Bowman making a move to the inside of Kevin Boley as they head off into turn number 3. Bowman up to the 21st position. Good racing all through this field. Nashville pretty technical, as we mentioned at the top of the show, so these drivers will be facing a good bit of tire fall off. So you're driving it too hard too early, you'll start to get real tight, not able to wrap the bottom as well. And it presents opportunities for those behind you to get some easy positions. A lot of single file right now. Close race and everyone able to follow so far, but those tires will start to screech a little bit, get a little upset. Especially if you're having to work your way through traffic like James Jimmy Fillers has. He's +7, but how much longer can the 10 machine keep it up? Got a couple of cars right in front of him, but you see already a lane up from that 23, but trying to get some clean air on the nose. 22 laps in though, and this 10 machine still looking good. Gonna try a crossover move here on the corner exit. It's another good run to the inside of that 23 machine. Down the back straightaway. And into turn number 3. Big lunge from that 10. Can he get it woed up in time? 23 gonna have the momentum on corner exit. Gets a little tight behind the dirty air, the 10, and another spot for James Jimmy Fillers.
Really seemed like 23 there lifted pretty early to just kind of let it happen. I mean, he lunged there. Maybe not.
That 9 machine, Alex Chira, is starting to get a little tight, though. We saw him there on the exit of 2. Wash up just a little bit. Schwartz didn't really have the best run in the world, but that 9 had a below average exit, so it looked easy for that 58. And next up, another teammate battle potentially. 9 and the 88, the TTSL Motorsports Incorporated. Going to go at it here for the 8th position. Or the 7th position, excuse me. Good battle back here. Jake Nimpris to the inside of Michael McElroy behind Scarbo and Matt Frady. Battles all over this racetrack. There's 10-old Thornton and Hines. Tiller and Casey Brown. And Failvich and Chira, lap car, Daniel Pendergrass. He started from pit road. He could potentially be used as a pick here, but that 9 has enough momentum down the back straightaway to clear it before that happens. All the while that was happening, Kyle Ritchie was able to get around Perrin Huggins for 3rd. Let's take a look at how he did that on the last lap. Going into turn number 3, had a great run Off a 2. And a big dive into turn number 3 to take that third spot away. John Anderson was able to get up to the back bumper of Cade McClenny. Got no closer. Now he's fallen back to about 9/10 of a second. Half a second ahead of Kyle Ritchie. "27 laps in this time by Cade McClenny's led every single one of them.
I wonder if the arrow is... I mean, we've seen it just this past weekend. If it makes it hard. You know, saw Sean get to his back bumper, not able to get around. Saw what happened between Kyle Ritchie and Alex Shira. The opposite effect that it has had on, you know, teammates. Kyle Ritchie moving up all the way to 3rd, Shira down to 8th.
Good battle here on board with Dylan Dreiling. He's in the 20th position right now. Got 4 cars directly ahead of him, though. Just ahead of this battle, it's 3 more. Jacob Thornton, Andrew Tennell, Sam Hines. And then just ahead of that battle, there's Demien trying to chase down his teammates, Casey Brown, Tiller. There's the lap car of Daniel Pendergrass, trying to stay out of the way the best he can, at least in the early phase. He's the only man 1 lap down. He's not fighting anybody for the lucky dog at this point in time.
I don't think we're allowed to say his name.
That's right.
Pretty sure that's the 16 machine.
Ah, that is right. The 16 machine. The only car 1 lap down.
Make sure keep my name out your mouth.
Gilroy slides up the hill a little bit. That's allowing Dreiling an opportunity to the inside.
The 283's going at it.
Literally. Oh, 59! Oh my goodness! That got sketchy for Dylan Dreiling. He gets past Scarbo but loses out to McElroy, and Randy Arms right up behind him now. And Dreiling might have blinked out as a result. I think he was so scared he blinked. But with that, Tony Scarbo in, Chris Pinder was in, now Brandon French. Here comes Ryan Tiller. So, a little bit earlier than what I would have thought, maybe 5 or 6 laps beforehand. But if you're Tiller, you had a opening stint that you would have wanted back, lost a couple of spots, so why not bolt on some fresh tires and try and regain that progress?
Did Dreiling get damage from this? Because he left.
Huh.
That wasn't a blink. That was a...
That was an all F4? Man. Let's go back and take a look at it.
I didn't see... I mean... Not that I could really tell.
Let's use another look at it. I didn't see anything. It all looks... Yeah, it was very close, for sure. Maybe Dreiling wasn't expecting it, but I'm not sure what would have caused him to leave. Nevertheless, we continue on with 24 cars, because Pinder has also been on pit road 2 times in the last 2 laps. So 24 cars currently on the racetrack. Back to Brandon French. Tiller and Scarbo on the fresh tires. We're trying to make some headway. Bowers is now in the 11 machine. Pinder too fast exiting, and that's why he came back in. Battle for second. Kyle Ritchie again makes that big dive into turn 3 and gets up to second behind Sean Anderson. 2 seconds now behind your race leader. Anderson going to fight back on the front stretch, though. I do think Ritchie has the position as more cars are in. Huggins, Schwartz, Failovich side by side between the 24 and the 58. Little guys further back. McElroy coming in. The first round of green flag pit stops is underway here. I'm curious to see the progress of Tiller or Bowers. How quick can they make it
Kyle
up?
Richmond.
He's followed in your race leader. It'll allow Sean Anderson to stay out, lead a lap, get a crucial bonus point potentially. See if he's coming in this time or not. Down to fourth, and looks like he's going to take a wide angle. He's going to try and nail it third. It's a very difficult pit road entrance. Filler's going to stay out and get a bonus point. Has to do everything he can to get points, so this is a very smart move from the 10 machine. Thornton also staying out. Looks like Perrin Huggins is going to leapfrog a couple of these guys. Still be around 2.5 seconds behind Cabe McClenny, who should be your net leader when this is all said and done.
Here comes Fillers.
Thornton, William Bowman going to go another lap, so he'll get a bonus point.
I got the official word from Dylan Driley. He does not like the next gen cars, and he was driving poorly, so he left. So there was no damage.
Fair enough. Just said, you know what, I'm an XF driver. I don't have to be here.
Exactly.
I'm not enjoying it. And why not? So a couple guys will unlap themselves the hard way here. Bowman should be in this lap or next. It's such a tight angle for pit road. So McClenny will take back over the lead. 3 seconds over Perrin Huggins. Oh, and Kyle Ritchie nailed for speeding on the entry. It was a 50-second stop, so brutal for the 76 in his championship hopes. It's a very difficult pit road entrance. People continue to prove us right. Bowers, by pitting a couple laps early, has jumped up into the podium spots. This is exactly what he needed. Last week's winner, now solidly inside the top 5. Tiller jumps up to 8th. Scarbo jumps up into the top 10 with his short pit. Can they make those tires work to the next pit stop? Can they hang on? At Frady, 2 laps fresher tire than McElroy. We expect a big dive to try and take advantage of that. 2 lap fresher rubber. He does throttle up early. McElroy actually just barely into the wall there. So that should allow the 40 to clear. So heads off into turn number 1. That is the pass for 17th. Kyle Ritchie now stuck in 23rd. Set the fastest lap of the race, but will not be a whole lot of good. Not even the first car 1 lap down. We'll have to make up 16 seconds of race time to get up to William Bowman, who is currently your lucky dog. And even then, the way this race is playing out, some of these guys back here, 19th, 18th, 17th, in danger of going a lap down. We had a driver update redemption, but for nobody.
I have been trying to get it through their head that they have to pick. They told me to pick, and I'm not picking.
That's not how this works. You redeem the channel points, you pick the driver you wanted to be updated on. You can even pick a number. It does not matter.
You don't have to know these people. You redeemed the driver update. You wanted the information.
You needed information on something. Yeah, Sean Anderson had gone from 3rd to 6th on this stop. He got passed by Failovich, Schwartz, and Bowers because they undercut him by a couple of laps. He is starting to close back in again with his fresher tires.
So we've got the update that's going to be used for Sam Damian. He's up 8 spots in 10th. Looking pretty good right now. You also have to crank it up.
All right. Well, yes. Like you said, sitting here in the 10th position, Samuel Damian in the 21 machine. Started 18th, currently runs 10th. Has fresher tires than those guys immediately behind him, so we should be able to hang on for a good bit here. And now we'll go right into the Crank It Up redemption. Here we go. First one of the night. Live on YJ Media. Everyone made it through that Crank It Up redemption nice and easy. Love to see it. Nobody died, so we'll take it. Okay, McClellan continues to lead 3.5 seconds over Perrin Huggins, who has a second on Brandon Bowers. So they're at the tail end of this Crank It Up. Sean Anderson was closing in on Dylan Feldich. And he was able to get around him a lap later. Big send in turn 3. Feldich lets him have it. And that's just a 2-lap difference on tires there between the 13 and the 88. Anderson came in on 37. Feldich came in on 35. So I'm sure that's a learning moment there. And the big difference, just 2 laps on tires gets you. Here's another 2-lap difference on tires. James Jimmy Fillers came in on 38. Chira came in on 36. And that 10 machine looks to have the better of them as they head off into turn number 3. The big dive. Spot for Fillers. He's up 10 positions since the start of this race. We've got this group here of 4. Has been... You can't separate them. Scarborough came in on lap 30, so short-term gain, long-term loss, as Daryl Cartrip would say.
Cartrip?
Isn't that what his name was?
In cars, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was quoting.
That's just... It's not a reference I really expected.
It's deep in my memory bank.
Man's in his bag.
I'm in my bag.
Well, speaking of in your bag, I was given a suggestion to go along with the driver updates. We should include fun facts. Do you have any fun facts about these drivers?
I do not.
We don't know them that well.
I do not know them personally. I know that they put on a good show on Monday nights, as they're doing right now. 5 cars under a blanket. I could figure a couple out quickly for next week, but I know Ryan Tiller likes St. Louis Cardinals.
You stole my fun facts.
You got to think of another. Oh, contact! Nipris and Tenold. 3 wide here, almost 4. It is 4.
Randy's got to go somewhere.
Do it. Take him 4 wide.
Oh, God!
It was never going to work. Yellow is out. It was never going to work. Oh. Fun fact, 4 wide doesn't work.
I mean, it did. It just, the way they were doing it didn't work.
And that's an accordion effect if I've ever seen one. Tenold escapes the worst of it, though. You could say it starts between Nipris and Tenold. Tenold does not get the worst of it. Ooh, wait a minute here. I'm wondering if this was a little... 12 gives him a shot. And that kind of starts this whole process.
Oh, does Tenold go up and try and put him in the wall?
It's I don't know. Let's take a look here. I mean, it's so slight, but I mean, I don't know. But anyways, there's contact made between the 45 and the 12, down into the 14, down into the 8, who I was just getting ready to say did a nice job charging back up at least to the top 15 to salvage something. Oddly enough, though, he was on the lead lap, so this is actually a good thing for him. I know he was involved in the caution, but it ends up working out for him. This also potentially gives a lifeline to Kyle Ritchie, who is now going to be battling for the lucky dog.
We do have beef, by the way. Tenold got in the back of Nippurus
again
as they were.
Ooh, yeah, they're not too happy with each other. The 12 started it, 45. I don't know how they saw the second incident, but Nippurus from the Next Step series definitely making his name known.
I'm glad we've created a Ryan Tiller fan here.
Have we?
Or Ryan
Tiller.
Yeah, because he's a Cardinals fan.
Fun fact, the St. Louis Cardinals are atrocious. They are now rebuilding.
That is a fun fact.
They are just a horrible baseball organization at the present moment. No future. Like, you just, the rebuild has just started. There's no future. At least Adam Wainwright got 200 wins.
Fun fact about the Cardinals: they cheer more when Albert Pujols got a single than when I believe it was Corey Dickerson hit a grand slam.
Hey, Pujols.
I was there. Yeah,
he deserves his accolades. Well, let's see here. We'll re-rack him. Kay McClenny obviously wins the race off pit road under yellow. So this changes the entire complexion of this race just before halfway. Kyle Ritchie is going to take the wave around along with Brandon French, Chris Pinder, Sam Hines. So they are hoping for another quick caution. Which they're very likely to get. Tempers are now flaring a little bit between a couple of drivers. And the whole field's bunched up together for a restart. It's gonna get a little crazy. Kyle Ritchie does have a lifeline.
I have even more fun facts.
More fun facts.
Albert Pujols, in his first game of his college career, hit a grand slam and turned an unassisted triple play while playing shortstop. He also hit .461 with 22 home runs as a freshman.
How about that?
But I'm fairly certain he's like 50 years old. He's lying about his age.
And he was still going nuclear his last year.
We were told to watch fillers under caution.
Oh, by the way, so we're doing this now. I typed in fun facts on Google. The very first thing that pops up, I don't know if it's supposed to be fun, but it is a fact. Ludwig von Beethoven was a German composer from the late 18th century. He began to lose his hearing when he was 26 years old, but continued to compose music. He was never blind.
I want to say we have gained viewership since talking about fun facts.
Fun facts.
I'm going to go talk to Ryan. I want to know what he's talking about with the filler stuff.
We'll have more if we get another caution. But back for the restart here. Potentially the last one of the race. They almost went halfway to start the race. Can they go a little bit over halfway to end it? I say no. A lot on the line here on this restart. 23 cars in the lead lap. Pace car is off. Field in control of Cade McClenny as they head to the Geico restart zone. And he is gone. 3-car looks clear before he gets to turn 1, so he'll take that. We'll be side by side for the 4th position nearly. Failvich does wash up the hill, though. That allows Sean Anderson on the exit of 2 to get to his inside. We're underway here. Up to speed now.
And I wonder what some fresh tires and new traffic will do to these drivers.
I would say it would fire him up a little bit. Let's go on board with Andrew Tenold. Let's go to his driver Cam. Seems like a good time as any to do it. Want to restart with those fresh tires. He battles away right now in the 14th position. Got his teammate to his outside, Sam Hines.
I am distracted by his background pop-up. I think it's like a
lunar capsule almost.
Yeah.
Looks like. Let's go now to Ryan Tillers on board.
My pick to win. Not looking great, but it's mine.
It's a top 10 though. At the moment.
I don't think the mouse pad is helping.
Throws up a peace sign. He's sitting in the top 10. Holding his own right now.
You know, one day we'll actually get like a good number of people participating with that.
Right, and we'll we'll have a more efficient way of doing it too.
I don't know if we'll have that.
Yeah. One can
I don't think we're that
right?
good.
It's also now messing with our overlays. I realize that. So we will have to find a more efficient way to do that. The overlays will be back momentarily, I hope.
You bot.
Caleb leads by 2.5 tenths over Bowers from Huggins, your top 3. Not a single file early in the run, much like we saw in the last run, so. You were about to say something?
I was going to comment on something that was said earlier. Shelby said pool holes forever. I'm going to disagree. Say Yachty forever. That man never left.
That is true. Matt Frady with a move there. Demian tried to make it stick. As the gap between your top 3 relatively unchanged, the top 5 separated by 1 second exactly. Another second back to Dylan Failvich.
A little bit of a fight here for 4th place. Sean Anderson looking to the inside of Jonathan Schwartz. And
the overlay's back. There you go. So until we figure out what the cause of the driver cam is, we might have to put that on hold for a bit.
Ooh.
Coming to halfway here.
Yeah, that's genuinely funny. Dylan Felvich, I guess he has a quick bind, says aggressively shows middle finger. And I'm guessing he used that because his teammate's behind it.
The TTSL boys have been all over the racetrack with each other, so they've had some good battles. It was Chira and Richie. Now it's Chira and Felvich. Speaking of Kyle Richie, needs a caution in the worst way. Next time by will be halfway once they complete lap 70, and Bauer's closing in just a little bit on your race.
Caution.
Caution is out. It's trouble on the front stretch. Tony Scarbo through pit road, and that's the caution Kyle Richie needed. I think.
Ooh, this starts with Randy Arms.
Let's take a look here. Ooh, oh, Thornton snap over steer on the exit after the collision, and Scarbo going for a heck of a ride. He says, you know what? Get to work on my car. Fix my car. That's funny. All right, so let's take a look at what caused it now. We saw the brief, the broad view. Let's narrow it down into what Randy Arms did here. 31 machine of Jacob Thornton. Just going to get into his left rear ever so slightly. That 31 then viciously overcorrects. Trying to save it, then into Andrew Tenold and into Scarbo.
I'm kind of surprised. That hit off the wall to Tenold looked like it knocked that back right tire loose, but I think he might be good.
So Tenold and Arms have been through a lot, but they're still trucking, and it gives Kyle Richie not track position, but it resets him on the fuel cycle at least.
I don't know if I would say Arms have been through a lot. He just put people through a lot.
Well, he went through a lot, spinning out himself in the first 15 laps, and then obviously the cause of that second caution. And Cade McClenny's going to take this opportunity to come down and pit. The top 7 stayed out on the racetrack. And I don't necessarily disagree with this, because it is difficult to set up a pass here. And if you have a couple guys that are committed to doing it with you, I think you could actually make this strategy work. And there's enough time to where if it doesn't, the bottom, it shouldn't fall out. I don't think it ruins your race 100%. Alright, you want a new fun fact?
Fun fact.
The longest English word is 189,819 letters long.
Isn't that the word that's like the fear of long words?
I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure that was like a thing. But like, it's also dumb.
Nah, so that's actually right below it. A fear of long words is not 189,000 letters. A fear of long words is, I apologize for butchering this, hip opotomonstrosis quip pedialophobia. I'll type it. Here we go.
He's
There we go. So that's the fear of long words. So I apologize if I just traumatize anybody. I'm speaking. I don't know. You say that in the wrong part of the country, you get yourself in some trouble. Everybody's upside down. The cars are generating enough downforce in the wind tunnel. We're driving upside down. Lights are off on top of the pace car.
Bring some NASCAR fun facts.
There you go.
Just not fun facts that Max will like. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has less than half the wins of Kyle Busch.
Yeah, but he got 2 Xfinity Series championships, so it's okay. It's okay.
Dave Blaney finished 3rd in the playoff Talladega race in 2011.
We have a weekly Brandon Richard update. He not here. He's in chat, so you can say hi to him there. DNS did not start. He's literally right there. A leopard can carry 2 times its body weight into a tree.
Yep.
Huh. I can say it's a fun-ish fact. You know, literally won't change my life. So, as most fun facts, you know, end up being. So the first man on tires is Perrin Huggins. Actually, no, he just took fuel only. First man on tires is actually Dylan Failvich. I can see that by the stop times. Failvich, Schwartz, Bowman, Shira tires, Ritchie tires. So we're in for an interesting restart here. Sean Anderson is gone. Half a second as he gets into turn number 1. And look out behind everybody. We've already proven 4 wide doesn't work, fellas. It's a TTSL trio, and behind them more 3 wide. Everybody trying to make up positions. Chira backing up, Bowman into the wall. 4 wide on the exit, then 3 wide.
Still 3.
Tiller through to second. For a moment. Matt Frady now up into the mix, so this has definitely thrown this race upside down. Past the halfway point, Pinder, Scarbo 1 lap down. Thornton obviously on pit road after that huge wreck off turn 4. His night essentially over. Pendergrass also on pit road. He is just now leaving. We've seen that 76 and the 9 side by side a couple of times tonight. McElroy, hang on to it! Oh, he's not going to be able to. Caution is out. And that simply was him trying to make a move, and it just did not plan on the exit. Got a big run, cranks to the left. Cheery
He
gets
got 2 of the TTSL.
He almost got all 3 of them. Kevin Boley nowhere to go. Chira should be okay. Failvich, I think, should be okay. Kevin Boley should be fine. Gilroy's pride will be hurt, but he should be fine. We're back under caution for the 3rd time tonight. We'll see how that shakes up the tire strategy. I'll be right back. We're going to go talk to TTSL.
But it's not.
Hello.
Hi, Max.
Here in the TTSL lair, what do you have to say after that targeted attack by Michael McElroy?
I put him 3 wide on the
tire
restart because he didn't have tires, and I think that was a repercussion for that, and I need one to wear.
He just tried to ruin my horrible night that's been going so far.
Well, you did it to yourself earlier.
Dylan, that's not damage from the last race. That's damage
the Kyle Ritchie no good, terrible, awful race that's somehow, somewhat recovering currently inside the top 10.
Yeah, we're going for the Larson 600 strat, I guess. Screw up the first half, we're in good second half.
There you go.
Hopefully it works out.
Yeah, but Michael McElroy almost got all three there in one fell
Yeah,
swoop.
he's my
He went
my
for the
heart,
3-for-1
my heart
special.
is
Good play,
racing
I really
right now.
know.
No.
Hey, Dylan, you would have been all right if Alex would have just took one for the team right there.
You know, yeah, for real. Like,
I will say, most entertaining team tonight. You guys have been, especially early in the race. Alex and Kyle, you guys were like, we're not yielding. You went side by side for like 5 laps.
See, that wasn't like fully intentional. Like, I wasn't trying to race Cal very
Alex
hard,
was
like,
sheer away.
Alex was quick early, and I made every mistake in the
I was
book in the first
definitely
10
yelling at him.
laps.
I was definitely yelling at him to get out of the way.
And then we started rolling, and then we screwed up. And now we're...
Just for
He
the
yelled at me to
record,
dump Alex.
if me and Art were side by side for that long, I'd put him in the fence. Like, that's just a fact. Like,
If it
I
wasn't
definitely was
Alex, maybe.
telling-
If it was certain other people in here, maybe. But we're good.
I
For
definitely
now.
was telling Dylan to wreck Alex for.
for 20
Uh,
bucks.
no.
$20,
No, it wasn't.
$20.
Hey,
Actually,
hey,
yeah, this-
listen, for $20 you can get your very own broadcaster cam. We'll dress up in a suit and tie. We'll actually put on a whole production. So tell your friends.
Oh, we might have to do
There you
that.
go. We'll figure something
Thank you
out.
for putting the idea in our heads.
Our people will get in touch with your people. So
And I'm gonna
Our lawyer will
pay
contact
this
your
clown
lawyer.
to take out. I'm gonna pay this clown $20 to take out.
No, first off, you
Wow.
said it was
On the
$20,
broadcast.
and then you dropped
Wow.
it to a gifted sub.
mm.
What is this inflation?
Wouldn't that be deflation?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, Dylan's not worth $20.
Ouch. Well, I'll let y'all, your team kind of, have its moment in private.
We'll just try to
Yeah.
wreck the rest of the race.
There
or
you go.
something.
Yeah,
well.
we'll sit here arguing. For
We had the fun green flag run. Now it's
There's
not
60
gonna
laps
happen.
to see if TTSL comes out stronger as a
Well,
group or not.
We're seeing who can have the
We're
worst race, Kyle
we're
Ritchie
gonna-
or Pinder.
We're gonna pace for 60 laps here, I think.
Well, we'll see. Good luck, fellas.
Thank you.
Always a thrilling interview.
I have a fun fact, Max.
Fun
I
fact.
also have a fun fact.
Well, yours is worse, so you tell it.
Mine is bad. Sound travels faster in water than air.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't ask. The 1978 World Karting Championships
Okay.
featured Ayrton Senna, but was won by the one American in the competition, Lake Speed.
I believe in lake speed supremacy. Didn't he win one NASCAR Cup race too, and then that was like it? Like, didn't
I believe
I'm pretty
so.
sure I've seen him on that video. It's like one-time NASCAR Cup winners. But all right, so we're completely flipped the script. Tires, no tires, some with fuel only, and semi-old tires. I don't know what's happening anymore. There's 60 laps to go.
Lake Speed won the 1988 Trans South 500, Darlington.
Man tamed the lady in black and said, "That's it, we're done." Pace car is off. Field in control of Sean Anderson as he heads towards the Geico restart zone, and we are back underway. Massive checkups in the first 5 rows.
Hey, Sean Anderson learned from...
Gone.
Yeah.
GAWN. Gone. Something like that. Tiller loose off the bumper of his teammate. Trouble behind.
Contact with TTSL.
Fillers.
3.
3 wide into 3. 3 by 3. This ain't no super. Well, I guess it is Nashville Super
Filler.
Speedway. Almost 4.
Fillers washing up. He's getting almost in the back of Dylan Failvich. There's not a whole lot of room around.
We're going for it, fellas. I said 60 laps to go. 6-0, not 6. They don't care. They don't listen. French washing all the way up the hill. Perrin Huggins now stuck back in traffic in 16th. He's trying to make a comeback. Randy never really got out of the starting gate. He's been trying to recover the whole race. Kyle Ritchie all of a sudden up to 5th. His issue's been well documented tonight. Plenty back to 4th. Matt Frady started 12th. And now has been passed by McClenny, but still sits inside the top 5.
McClenny on a mission.
James Goodwin, thanks for showing up. He actually gets to be in chat for once instead of on the racetrack.
It's usually where we look at our drivers, though.
They are getting very aggressive. Only 3 cautions so far, but we've almost had 2 in the first 2 laps of this restart alone. Right here in the hornet's nest of the midfield. .22 cars on the lead lap. Fastest man on the racetrack last lap, Cabe McClenny, 29.38. So the business is picking up now. We were running 29 6s and 5s earlier on in the race. So it is heating up. Kyle Ritchie back to 4th. He was all the way up to 2nd before a pit road speeding penalty sent him down to 23rd and a lap down, but the string of 3 cautions has him back in contention. Jonathan Schwartz.
You make that move for 5th.
Try and go the long way around through 1 and 2, trying to wind up that momentum in the 58, get a good run on the exit of turn number 2. Looks like he'll do just that. As Brandon Bowers looks to the inside for the race lead, a couple of spots up ahead. Bowers knows he's got to make this move quick because there's Cabe McClenny right behind the 13 machine. Little loose for the 11. I was in suspense, I was going to say, and there goes Cabe McClenny, but he'll tuck in behind the 11. Shove him through to the lead. Potentially, looks like he'll be able to stay clear, but he'll wash way up the hill. And now it's side by side for 2nd right behind him, Sean Anderson. And Cabe McClenny. By far the quickest car here tonight so far through the first 88 laps. You got a feeling here if he gets clean air and it goes green to the end, that's curtains. So we'll see how hard Bowers defends this. Kyle Ritchie also working his way up there right behind Sean Anderson. Schwartz in the mix. Ryan Tiller starting to close in as well. And here comes McClenny the inside in 3. Big dive from the 05. Slides right up in front of Bowers. Bowers lets him have it for now. Okay, McClenny.
Bowers did not want to let him have it. He tried to take a defensive/offensive line. He wanted to give it to him, then dug up under him. I think that arrow just stopped all of Bowers' momentum.
McClenny also parked it right on the nose so he couldn't cross him back over. Professional move there from that 05. And with 50 laps to go this time by, McClenny back to the lead. 4 more pit stops still to come.
It's not a fun fact. I know, it just confused you so bad.
What wasn't a fun fact that he took the lead?
Yeah.
Look at this, 5 cars separated by 0.6 of a second. We go on board with Schwartz, and here you go, nose to tail, nose to tail. Matt Frady 0.8 back, looking out this and be like, hey, if something happens, it's a good chance it takes out all 5. So putting yourself in position and even all the way back to the last spot on the lead lap. Scareboat on Kevin Bully. So we're racing 1st to 22nd. Kyle Ritchie to the high side of Sean Anderson trying to make that pass for 3rd. And he'll get it done. Schwartz now looking to the inside of Anderson.
We got He Who Shall Not Be Named gifting a sub to the community.
That's
the 16 machine.
And look at all this, though. Got 5 cars under a blanket right here. Another 5 right here. 4 behind them. And then 3 behind that. So we're all in little separate packs here, making it difficult to track the action, but we'll do our very best. Aaron Huggins closes in on Matt Frady here. That'll be for 6th. Nipris to the inside of Casey Brown. William Bowman just ahead of them. just ahead of that. Andrew Tennell, Randy Arms. Had a hectic last handful of 20 or so laps. They're trying to work their way up towards the top 10 potentially. Not really where we expect to see Randy down in 15th, but spun out early, caused that second caution, and really just been mired back in traffic most of the evening. This Perrin does get to the inside of Matt Brady for 6th.
Another driver like in the same situation as Randy, James Fillers, currently 11th. I mean, he qualified 17th, not a great time there. He's moved up a little bit, but you'd really expect him to be fighting, top 10, top 5s.
So in that first 50-lap green flag run, that also included 1 round of pit stops, Cade McClenny was able to get up to about a 3.5-second lead over Perrin Huggins. But now that we've had a couple of, short runs, it's clear that guys are able to stay with him for the short run, but 05 got really, really, really good long run speed, and that's the difference in this race so far. If we get a late race restart, it's anyone's ball game for sure, because he has not pulled away from these two behind him, Brandon Bowers or Kyle Ritchie, just yet. If these two start to battle, that'll give a really big opportunity for McClenny to pull away. And that's exactly what's happening, and I think Bowers realizes it, so he's like, hey, you go up there and chase him down if you can, and if not, I'll pass you back a little later. Kyle Ritchie 1/2 second behind your race leader. The final fuel window is about to be opened here. Oh, trouble! Yellow is out. Damien Tennell again. Lap 98. 4th caution of the night. And it's a big one.
It really looks like Damien just tries to cut off a nose, I believe, of Nippers there? Yeah.
Oh, that's a vicious crash. Damien having to jump to pit road. But he's stuck here 3 wide. Pretty much entering into 1. That 12 has a good run, and he's able to get to his inside. Tennell obviously on his outside. He goes off into 1. He does just kind of misjudge it just a little bit. And right there, contact is made. And then up the hill. Nothing Tennell could have done about that whatsoever. An explosion of sparks and parts. For only 2 cars to be involved, they're both out of it. Everybody should be coming to pit road. Let's take a look on board with Andrew Tennell. It's going to be a rough one. Blown engine. His night is done. Through no fault of his own. A beautiful save by Randy to keep it out of the fence. He very easily could have overcorrected with these guys. One more look here from Tennell's point of view. And just look how quick it happens. He's going off into 1. Literally nothing he could have done. On board with Damien. Probably thought he'd have the momentum to clear.
Got wrong now, didn't he?
Yeah, a little bit. And then on board here with Nipris. This up just a little bit. Just slight contact. You'll see.
That makes that save by Randy look so much better too.
was definitely sideways. We'll go on board with Randy here. Good hands there inside the car. And one more look out from behind the 8 machine. Drives away from the scene of the accident. And there's a 21 and a 45 parked on pit road. Their night done. Jacob Thornton still going. It looks like Demien will finish 23rd, Tennell 24th. Effectively ending their championship hopes. 40 laps, 39 when we cross the stripe here. Everybody should be able to make it. On field to the end. It will be close if they go green to the end.
General, I don't think there was really any racing like this. I think it was just, a mistake. Thought he had more room than he did. Made a move.
Japan has one vending machine for every 40 people.
Is that your fun fact?
It is. Just trying to lighten the mood a little bit.
Eric Almirola holds the qualifying track record at Darlington in 2014, but he did not win the pole.
I'm assuming he said it in round 1 and then didn't get the pole in round 2. That's got to be how that happened.
He said it in round 2.
Didn't get it in the pole shootout.
Yeah,
that's
he ended up in 3rd. Yeah.
Hey, here's your track record. Oh, great. Where am I starting? 7th. What? So now with that, 21 cars on the lead lap. Kevin Boley trying to catch the field. Won't be able to do so, but he'll be on the lead lap. Pace car is off. Field in control with Cabe McClenny. What might be the final restart of the night. How important is it to get it right? And he did that to perfection. 3 car lengths cleared before he gets into turn number 1. And he would love for this to go green to the end because we know he's got a good long run car. 37 laps remaining. It's a full fuel run essentially.
Oh, we might be 3 wide right away. Filler sitting it in.
They are beating and banging off of each other. Sean Anderson up the hill. Shorts and Fillers nearly door to door. Randy trying to make a move. He's finally back up inside the top 10. Nearly died a couple of laps ago. Fillers up the hill. Here comes Bowers. Advantageous move, potentially. Everyone else washes each other up the hill. I'll take all 3 spots. Thank you very much.
We got a battle for the lead. Perrin's getting up under McClenny right now. Got that battle with this 3 wide back here. I'm not sure which one to focus on.
It is the battle for the lead because these two are very evenly matched all season long. That 05 washes up just a little bit. Perrin Huggins is clear to the lead. 35 laps to go and then come back across the stripe. We know that Cabe has struggled just a little bit on the short run. And Perrin taking full advantage on the restart. He tracked them down from 3 car lengths and got back by that 05. Now he's got the clean air. We're blocking like crazy behind.
Yeah, the 8, the 11, and I believe it's the 76 Gowrich. They were going crazy. They were not giving each other an inch. Gowrich gets loose.
76. He hangs onto it somehow. And there they go. Tiller around. Several drivers off the racetrack. Caution is out.
They were going at it.
And we're going to need blimp cam to figure all this out. Hang on. Like you said, 76 gets loose off of 2 right in front of Bowers, who gives him a shot. That checks everybody up. Randy through the middle. Bowers off the wall, down into Randy. Randy down into Sean Anderson. Up the track. Anderson then breaks loose. Tiller trying to check up. Gets run over from Sam Hines. Holy cow. What a mess. Our 6th caution of the night.
That's just short track race.
It races like a short track at times, don't it?
Oh no! Cam McClinney goes around!
Huh? I beg your pardon?
I'm being serious.
Oh my goodness! What are we doing?
I don't. Fillers is just sitting on the apron.
He's trying to save fuel. Oh. It's a very late call because, I mean, he wasn't going to make it before. I mean, it's iRacing, so it's not, you know, if you go through the dash lines, it's not technically a penalty, but it's a very late call. But Fillers is just kind of minding his own business, not thinking anyone's going to pit. Oh, jeez.
Man did not expect that McClinney's going around call under caution.
It's like, what?
Yeah. Wow.
The championship takes another turn. McClinney will come back out 18th with fresh tires, though. But only a 6-lap difference.
I am back with my fun facts. Tony Stewart has 11 career Xfinity Series wins. 7 of them are the opening race at Daytona.
Approximately 10% of people are left-handed. I am one of 10. I'm a rarity.
That's not how that works.
Something like that. It'll be 30 to go, 29 to go on the restart.
Alright, even more fun fact. Terry Labonte had 25 top 10s and 6 top 5s before his first lead lap finish. His second lead lap finish was his first win.
Bees can fly higher than Mount Everest.
I don't believe that.
Platypuses sweat milk.
That one's true, yeah.
A woman in the United Kingdom once called the police when her ice cream didn't have enough sprinkles.
I would too.
Giraffe tongues can be 20 inches long. Peanuts aren't a type of nut. They are actually legumes.
Don't just lie to me now.
Captain Crunch's full name is Horatio Magellan Crunch.
I did actually know that.
That was a fun fact. I appreciated that one.
You got just weird facts. I've got NASCAR facts.
I literally just typed in fun facts and clicked on the first article.
See, I did that, but I added NASCAR to the end of it.
Sea otters sleep while holding hands.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has a better average finish at Talladega than Dale Sr.
We can't give you fun facts about the drivers because, well, we don't know the drivers that well outside of this. We know their stats. We know their championship standings, how many wins and top 10s they have. I don't know what they like to do outside of this. So
I don't know what they're especially talented at either.
I'll give you fun facts about platypuses instead.
Or NASCAR facts.
But here we go. We're locking in for the final 30 laps. 21 cars on the lead lap. Jacob Thornton has come back out. We got that car very well repaired. He had a huge hit, testing out a little bit, many laps down, but who the heck knows how this race is going to end up. Aaron Huggins, your race leader. Cade McClinney back down to 18th. We're back on the way.
Ooh, you go on the restart there.
Aaron with a great restart, though. And we're all scattering immediately.
3 wide to start. Bowers through the middle.
Kyle Ritchie on the bottom. Shorts way up top.
Randy trying to go around the outside this time.
Let's just go on board with a man that will probably be driving pretty angry. Gabe McClenny, I just want to see his eyes through all of this. He's already up 2 spots on the opening lap of this restart. He's got 3 right in front of him that he'd love to get by. Does have fresh tires, so he's going to have to use them while they're good. Already back inside the top 15. Gets around French that lap through 1 and 2, trying to clear Failvich through 3 and 4. Tiller trying to make his way back up after being involved in that last caution as well. Sean Anderson, same thing. But who can catch Perrin Huggins in the final 27 laps?
Sean Anderson got loose there. So these tires still giving these drivers trouble.
McClenny already up to 14th. 2 wide in front of him. Which lane is he going to pick? He's going to have the run. He's going to go below the 59. Is he going to try and split it 3? Not quite. Now he's going to go low to take it 3. But we'll lose a little bit of momentum doing so, but he does clear that 59. McClenny up to 13th. Tried to hang on that left rear to the 13, not able to do so this lap, but he'll love this 2 wide in front of him as holding everybody up, allowing him to close up. Bowers and Schwartz nearly contact off the exit of 4. Probably was a little bit of contact, but they both well held it. Schwartz trying the dive, not able to do so. Get a little tight underneath that 11. 11 pinching him down there. Here comes Randy Arms with a run off of 2. Top 3 trying to break away just a little bit. Arms thinking about a 3 wide move. McClenny up to 11th. Got around Sean Anderson and Casey Brown. Next up, Matt Frady and Sam Hines. And Jake Nimperis should be cleared this lap. McClenny back into the top 10. He does have those fresh tires. We can somehow get past these guys quickly. He could be a factor at the end if he has anything left in his tires. Look at the run he gets off the exit of 4. Closes in 3 car lengths on Matt Frady like it's nothing. Should have the momentum to clear him down into turn number 1. Gabe McClenny up to 9th. 2 seconds behind your race leader, Perrin Huggins. He's a 1/10 of a second ahead of James Jimmy Fillers. 3/10 of a second ahead of Kyle Ritchie. But by some miracle...
Ooh. Schwartz and Randy getting in it.
Teammates on Tuesday nights. Randy through to 5th. And here comes Gabe McClenny further still to the back bumper of Alex Shearer for 8th. Perrin can somehow pull away, it'd be huge, but if Fillers gets to his inside and they start battling, it opens up the door for a whole host of possibilities.
Oh, there's contact in front of McClenny, the 9 and 14.
Well, 14 way up into the wall. This is a host of positions. McClenny through to 7th. Maybe not. That 9 fighting it back hard on the outside. That 05 washes way up the hill. 05 will have to regroup and try it again down into turn number 3.
Still not going to have it. Shearer's going to have the run on the outside.
We're wrecking further back. Sam Hines. Yellow is out.
Ooh, just Hines with a little bit of contact with Failvich out of 4.
Just the slightest bit, and then he just overcorrects it. Failvich, ooh, that might be another right front 2 weeks in a row for Failvich. This is what happened at a 4. Just the slightest contact. 14 not able to hang on to it, but a big collision there with the right front. The 88. Let's go on board with him. Oh, and it is. Look, it is turned to the right there, so that's a broken toe link for Dylan Failvich. Immediately pulled to the right. Race essentially over. Let's go on board here with Sam Hines. You can tell he was trying to save it. So Cade McClenny up to 6, and this again changes the complexion of this race as Bowers, Schwartz, Frady, Anderson coming in for tires. Top 9 stay out on the racetrack. Make that the top 11. So this has turned into a game of tires. Who has any left? There shouldn't be a whole lot with any left with as many cautions as we've had in the last little bit. But who saved the set to the end? Horses and cows usually sleep standing up.
That's what you got?
Flamingos aren't born pink.
Norm Benning has 246 Craftsman Truck Series races.
Yeah.
0 top 10s.
Not even a top 10?
Not even a top 10.
Huh. Armadillo shells are bulletproof. Should be 16 laps to go on the restart. And I'm looking at maybe a Schwartz or a Bowers to steal one. They have even pressure tires than what McClenny had on the rest of the field before this. So actually, it looks like Failvich was able to make... oh, it's still pulled to the right, though. So it looks like the required wasn't too bad, but there's a lot of optional still there to fix the rest of the steering rack. That 88 will be struggling the rest of the way. Fun fact, Leicester City are the champions of the 2023-2024 EFL Championship, straight back up into the Premier League at the first time of asking. Up the Foxes.
Actual fun fact, Casey Kane ran 6 truck races in his career.
Casey Kane Fridays?
He won 5 of them. And in the other one, he finished second.
Oh, man, really just needed one more spot to be perfect. 16
Casey
laps
Kane really was kind of that guy, huh?
In the truck series, apparently.
I mean, NASCAR, 18 wins, 176 top 10s, 27 poles.
And he had
all while driving for that team.
And had as many... You know, he had definitely a type of fan. 16 laps to go. My pick to win was Cade McClenny. Yours was Ryan Tiller.
Mine was a mistake. He's 7th right now. Ooh, there is action.
Action.
Right there. I click on my driver and I just see nippers down on the apron. Looks like there was a reaction there.
Going for the wider shot camera angle here off the start because it's been a little crazy the last 30 or so laps. So pace car's off.
It's gonna get worse from here on out.
Actually, we'll go really wide on the restart here. Baron Hugger's entered the Geico restart zone, and he is gone. Kevin Boley did not get a great jump. Neither did Ryan Tiller or Niparis. Randy was thinking about 3 wide through the middle for second, potentially. Fillers, power move around the outside.
That's not going to work.
McClenny up to 6. He's got the freshest tires out of anyone in the top 6. Bowers and Shorts, though, have even fresher tires than him, and they are coming. McClenny's not going to have an easy pass on anyone the rest of the way. Same thing for Schwartz or Bowers. So you have the fresher tires. You know you want to make the move, but guys in front just aren't going to roll over. They don't care how new the tires are. A little bit of a bump draft almost down the back straightaway. The 05 going to go from top to bottom. Trying to get up inside of Randy Arms. This is for 4th. We're all scattered further back. Shorts up to 9th. Bowers 10th. So we can kind of rein it back in a little bit. Everyone survived the restart phase for now. Aaron Huggins half a second over Kyle Ritchie. And here comes Cade McClenny for 3rd.
Is there any love lost between Cade McClenny and Fillers?
We'll see here. 05 has a great run, though, through 3 and 4. It might not matter if there's any love lost. He is flying on the fresher tires. He pitted at lap 107. Everybody else around him, lap 99. So it's not much, but it's working for now. A bump there. The 05 probably doesn't appreciate it, but it actually helped him a little bit. Probably gave him a little bit of extra exit speed there. He is 9/10 of a second behind your race leader and closing. Coming to 12 laps to go. Bowers to 9th. Schwartz got bottled up, down to 11th. Bowers has the freshest tires in the field. Can he get up there? Jake Niparis, the next up driver. I can't imagine Bowers will have too much patience with him. Very loose there out of 2. Going to lose him some momentum. That's Sean Anderson right on his door as well. Side drafting him back. McClenny back up to 3rd. Got cars off the track. Further back, it's Pinder and Brandon French. No caution. French into the wall, down into Pinder. Big collisions for the both of them. They'll head to pit road.
Gonna have to have a conversation with the back marker drivers. Not necessarily a shot at where they're running, just the fact that they've got it on their car.
And McClenny, he got to the back bumper of Kyle Ritchie, stalled out just for a little bit. Gonna need to clear him quickly if he wants any shot at the win. Might have to take a lunge here. Gonna stay patient though. He's only 3/10 of a second behind Perrin Huggins. Bowers is closing though up to 8th, 1.3 seconds back. He just has to clear 4 cars. And then it's qualifying laps to the end. But oh, he's blocking Sean Anderson. Little squirrely off of 2. Bowers, really fresh tires, trying to make the move work. He's going to get into Randy and force his way by. He knows he's got the quickest car if he can get clear of traffic.
Still blocking Sean.
Sean up into Randy.
I mean, you only get a couple of those.
You really only get one. He got 2 somehow. McClenny through to 2nd on Kyle Ritchie, right behind Perrin Huggins. 9 laps to go, and here he goes to the inside. 6 lap fresher tires. And off of turn 4, McClenny draws even at the line. Dead heat. I would expect a big lunge into 1. Try and gas it up early.
Ooh, contact. They are on each other.
Not able to clear each other just yet. Lap car Pinder coming back out on the racetrack. Perrin not going to give it up easy. More contact. That was a little bit more than contact. That was a get out of the way. Bowers is coming though. 1.1 seconds. He's clear of traffic. 7 laps to go. And here comes Brandon Bowers up to 4th. 1 second behind your top 3. Does he have enough time?
I wish Perrin had a little more tire. I know if he could get back to McClenny, he would. He'd probably
ship him into next year. Side by side for second. That's what McClenny needs to see. That also helps Bowers catch him quicker. 6 laps to go. The gap we're watching is not first to second. It's first to fourth. It's 9/10 of a second. Bowers came in on lap 121, took right sides. Does McClenny have anything left to hold on? How quickly can Bowers clear Kyle Ritchie and Perrin Huggins? He is there. 7/10 of a second behind your race leader. Has to clear in the next lap or two, you would like to think. They are side by side. Bowers is going to try and take this 3 wide off the exit of 2. Huge if he can get it done into 3. Going to have to make the big lunge, and he does. 2 spots in 1 corner. Bowers through to second. He's got plenty of time. 5 laps to 4. Now 4. 7.5 of a second. There's the gap. Still side by side for third. Kyle Ritchie, Perrin Huggins not yielding an inch. On board with Bowers as they head off into turn number 3. Gonna drive it in deep. Hope that it sticks. He's able to wrap the bottom. Get back to the throttle earlier. He's in the draft of Cade McClenny. Gained 1/10 of a second that lap. Needs a little bit more though. It's probably 1/10.5. Now 2/10 a lap. But look at that send through 1. 1/10 there. Through 1. Coming to 2 laps to go here in the Nashville 140. Gained 1/10 through 1. Going to gain another 1/10 through 2. Or through 3. 2 laps to go. If he does that 2 more times, it'll be a photo finish coming off of 4. There's another 1/10. He'll be right on the back bumper coming to the white flag. Getting a draft down the back straightaway as well to boot. Coming off of turn 4. They will reach the white flag in regulation. Race is official one more time around. Is it going to be Cade McClenny or Brandon Bowers or somebody else? 3rd, 4th, or 5th if they get together. He's going to hold him off through 1 and 2, but he's close enough to make that dive in 3 and 4. Let's see what happens. Final time down the back straightaway at Nashville. And into 3. Here comes the dive. He's going to try and cross him over on the exit. Not able to get there, though. Cade McClenny. A ferocious last charge here to win at Nashville. Holy
I wish there was
cow.
less aero on these cars. I think Bowers might say it. I think the car just got too tight. Wasn't able to really close up there.
Sean Anderson ends up 3rd. Kyle Ritchie 4th. Perrin Huggins 5th. And Cade McClenny goes from 18th to 1st in the final 20 laps to win it. Picks up his 2nd win of the season. Bowers follows up a win last week with a 2nd, though. What a race.
That was... I was just letting you do the talking because I knew it was going to be close. Didn't need to focus on anything else. Didn't need to talk about anything else.
Whew, I didn't know. I don't know. I don't know how you held him off. I mean, Bowers was literally diving it in there, gaining 1/10 per corner nearly. And just, like you said, he got right up behind him on that last lap and didn't gain as much. Wasn't able to make that dive. Not that Cade McClenny cares. He doesn't care how he wins, but he'll take it all the way to the bank. Bowers wins round 1. McClenny round 2. Perrin 2 top 5s. Championship is as wide open as ever, as they will head next week to Dover for 180 laps. We got all 3 of your top 3 in the waiting room, so let's go ahead and bring up your winner here with the race winner. Cabe McClenny in the 05 started on pole, ends up winning the whole darn thing. My pick to win, so thank you for that. But it was not straightforward the second half of that race. Anything
No,
but.
that was going to be the probably the hardest one of the season. I know I've been bridesmaid more than I have gotten wins this season, so this one feels good. But got a setback. Tire strategy was a little off, but Doug ended up making a good call at the end. So I appreciate it, Doug. Thank you. My voice is all, it sounds like I've been smoking 30 packs a day, so I apologize. But
is this Cabe McClenny flu game? Is that what this is?
Yeah, flu game pretty much. But yeah, not too bad. Doug made a good call on pit road. Bowers, we drove. I know Heath drove to the field. Perrin was struggled at the end, but we raced it really clean. So that was actually really good. I don't know what more could have happened, but that was definitely one more lap. Bowers would have gotten me. So he could have drove it in a lot harder into 3 and probably turned me, but I appreciate it. So thank you, Brandon. Shout out to him for not doing that.
Absolutely. A lot to lose for the both of you. You're obviously fighting for a championship, so we'll settle it over the next 3 weeks, he said. So can appreciate that for sure. Massive congratulations, second win of the season, and with 3 races left, it's full focus towards the championship.
Yeah, I know. It feels weird. I haven't won a lot this season, so it finally feels good to knock one off. I know it's been between Bowers and Perrin. I'll finish second. So that's kind of the feeling I had after about halfway when my strategy was off. I figured, well, one of them win, I finished second. Not too bad of a points day, but somehow worked in our favor. So thank you, Doug, for the call. Thank you guys for watching and broadcasting. And go check out my YouTube, KO5.
Absolutely. Congratulations again. We'll see you next week at Dover.
Oh, crap. It's Dover. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Here with your second place finisher, Brandon Bowers, who needed it tonight to be the Nashville 141. And even Cabe McClenny said it. Needed one more lap and he would have been done. But great charge to the field, Brandon. And just go up that little bit short, but a great drive through the field those final, 10 laps to even have a shot at the win tonight.
Yeah, man, I kind of got unlucky with the amount of people that stayed out. Then I come out behind Schwartz, which didn't really cost me a whole lot of time, but it definitely cost me like 2/10. So, I mean, if I wouldn't have choked on pit road, maybe I could have got to Cabe, but I don't know. It is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, not a bad start, though. Obviously dominating last week at Homestead and then nearly going back-to-back here, but a first and a second, and puts you in contention, obviously, with the final 3 weeks, full focus head to the championship.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think we race at the Brickyard one week.
Yeah, Dover next week, 2 weeks at Indy, and then the season finale will be at Charlotte.
Well, them Jughead boys are good on them concrete tracks, I'm just going to tell you. But that's about the only place. But yeah, man, we're looking forward to Dover. Dover is James's track, so we're going to have to see if he can win there. He's better than me there, so I don't know. I wish it would have went green tonight, man. If it would have went green, not the first run because I was dead in the water, but if it would have went green after the first caution, it would have been really, really nice.
Hey, definitely, car seemed to come alive in the second half of the race.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on another solid finish, and we'll let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
All right, shout out James Jimmy Fillers, Jughead Racing, Jughead Motorsports, Team Jughead, whatever it is, Mason Parker, and that's it.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again. We'll see you next week at Dover.
All right, see you, man.
And here with your third place finisher, Sean Anderson, won at Talladega a couple weeks ago, and another strong finish here in the second race of the chase. Started third, finished third, which is pretty impressive considering all the crazy chaos that was that second half of the race.
Yeah, that was wild, the second half. I didn't know what strategy was going to pay off. Obviously, I was hoping to get a win. I felt like I had decent speed, but still glad to get a top 3 and gain some points there.
Absolutely. You nailed the strategy along with Bowers coming in on that 121. So having a set of tires there at the end, able to charge forward, and just needed a couple more laps to get up there with Cabe and Bowers, I imagine.
Yeah, I was hoping we had a few more laps so they could battle, and hopefully I could get to them, make it a 3-way battle, but it was definitely fun coming through the field and following Bowers to the field. That was a lot of fun there.
Absolutely. Well, solid third place finish definitely keeps your championship hopes alive with 3 weeks remaining as we head to Dover next week. But
Thank you guys. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. We'll let you get any shout outs in that you got.
Shout out to everybody who races every week. Cody Johnson, Perrin Huggins, Jeff Rudick, just John Evans, Lucas Reed, everybody races every week. Just a lot of fun, and I'm just glad to be in this league and competing for a championship here. So hopefully it's a strong end of the season.
Absolutely. 3 weeks left. All focus on the championship now, but congratulations again. We'll see you next week at Dover.
Thank you guys. See you then.
Hello.
Hello.
Here with the Tenold Parent Racing fellas, Andrew Tenold, Sam Hines. A difficult race, to say the least. What was your main takeaway tonight from Nashville?
Championship hopes are over. That's it. Pack it up. Send it home. I don't know. Nashville, it's a good track. I mean, it's racy. Dirty Air sucked. Really, really sucked. Yeah, you just couldn't pass. This package really sucked.
It sounded like what everyone said yesterday. But yeah, I noticed, at least earlier in the run, it was a lot of single file, and you were kind of just waiting for the tires of the car ahead of you to hopefully fall off a cliff and that you would have something at the end maybe to pass someone as we got longer into the run.
Yeah, I mean, you would hope for it, but as soon as someone's tires would wear, they would just start blocking you. They would slam their car directly in front of you or door slam you. We had guys racing for positions that were in the back half of the pack. They're racing like it was the first position on the last lap. So, yeah, I don't know. I have a mixed opinion about what happened, but it's whatever. We'll move on to Dover. There's always another race to win. So.
Absolutely. Sam Hines, you kind of up and down day, back to the field, up to the front, kind of everything in between. How would you sum up your night here at Nashville?
Yeah, it was a tough one for sure. You know, like Andrew said, it was pretty competitive. Guys were using their bumpers and everything, which is part of it. But I mean, you know, I had some unfortunate moments getting tagged the wrong way, bouncing off the wall, but we still came back, and I think it was top 15. So honestly, I'll take it.
Absolutely. Did end up in the top 15. Hard fought for sure. But appreciate the time as always, fellas, and we'll see you next week at Dover.
For sure. We'll see you. Oh, wait, actually, I don't know if I'll see you guys because I might be stuck in Kansas.
Jeez.
I will, though. I'll be here.
Let's hope I don't get stuck. I really hope it doesn't rain.
Well,
Midwest has been getting a lot of storms lately.
That is true, but stay safe, and we'll hope to see you next week.
For sure. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Happened was...
Hello.
Hello.
All right, so Kyle Ritchie, tell me what happened. You lead home the boys tonight in fourth.
A lot happened.
The second half of the race,
may
essentially.
not have potentially caused the wreck. Apparently, I got loose in front of Bowers, and Bowers checked up, and then Randy did something. The whole field died behind me, so I do apologize about that. Other than that, pitch strategy was horrible. Wish I took some tires, because then maybe I would have had something for them. I doubt it, because you can't pass in this car, because this car is, you know, Denny Hamlin said enough about this car already. Yeah, we'll take a fourth and run away from Nashville as fast as possible.
Thoughts on Dover next week, another concrete track?
Yeah, that'll be so much fun.
the 2 seconds of silence is really all I needed to know. Just the
Looking forward to wrecking again.
Alex Shearer, another top 10, keeping the championship hopes alive with 3 weeks left in the season.
Yeah, not a bad night tonight. I've actually, once again, a little bit surprised by how good I felt on the restarts, and long run was kind of I think short run I was definitely a lot better. I just still can't figure out the tire saving in this car, but to be fair, that's me in pretty much every car I drive. But overall, not a bad night. I'll take the 10th. I feel like I should have finished at least 6th, but you know, we'll still take the good points for tonight. And you're right, at least the championship hopes are still alive, as much as I don't have faith in winning it. We'll try our best. So I'll take a P10 for tonight.
Dylan Felvich, how many right front toe links do you plan on destroying in the final 5 races of the season? That's my only question.
Let's I don't know. We're gonna have to up the TTSL budget, so we're gonna have to cut Kyle's pay from 5 cents to 3 cents.
That's brutal.
I get paid for this?
What?
You get paid in quality friendship. Isn't that worth it?
Quality, huh?
So the quality friendship is worth 5 cents? Is that what you're saying? Like,
it's just a tough time with inflation. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It just sucks. I feel like we definitely could have. We were running decent.
Running good at Homestead, right front toe link explodes. Running decent at Nashville, right front toe link explodes. So,
yeah, I don't know what it is with me. It's just unfortunate situation. The Sam, I don't remember his number. I think 114. He gets a little out of the line. I don't know what happened. Lost a couple spots. I guess he was trying to get those back. Me and him are racing hard. Get together off of 4. I don't know if I came up. We met in the middle. If he was pinching me off, I don't know. I mean, just a racing deal. And then he unfortunately caught the wall, came down and tagged me a little bit. And yeah, so we're gonna have to find some kind of switch to flip on. I don't know where they are, but we gotta find one.
There you go.
We need that golden horseshoe that Kevin Harvick was talking about with Jimmy Johnson. I might need to do some digging and try to find that.
Yeah, well, there's 3 races left. Might as well leave it all on the line and just see what happens.
Dover's definitely a better place than this.
Absolutely, fellas. Well, as always, appreciate the time, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. You guys did come back. I feel your media obligations. Ryan Tiller, you were Art's pick to win. I'll lead with that.
Well, I appreciate it. I feel like I had, obviously I showed that I had top 5 speed, but race pace I did not. I definitely had top 10. It's just, unfortunately, taken out of the hands. I guess that's racing though. So I apologize to you guys. I severely apologize. Once again, I apologize.
There's no performance clauses in your contract, so you're good.
You'll understand later. But no, it's just frustrating. Definitely had. I want to stay probably top 8, top 7 speed. Contended for the 5 because with old tires I was hanging on just enough. I feel like, but then once the cautions came out, I was, track position was everything, and I thought I had it. It's just, one moment just takes it out. And we lost those bonus points too. Sucks. But on to Dover. I know we can't win a championship because I won't be there. So I'll just go ahead and say that. But be in Florida, becoming a lobster. So
fair enough.
I know that makes some people happy, but we'll do what we can.
Absolutely. And Casey Brown, as someone that wasn't really involved in too much, but you were just kind of around it and seeing it, how did that affect your race strategy-wise with kind of the sets of tires and how you approached the second half of this race?
Yeah, we tried to save a set. I think I actually had a set of left sides left. Yeah, if that makes sense. But I don't know. This track and me don't really agree. I guess we tried to salvage what we could. We found out the strategy was just as far as what tires to change, what not to change, and it made the car turn a little bit better. But I wish track position was kind of key if you didn't really have a fast enough car. But we'll take what did we finish? 14th. Yeah, I mean respectable finish. We probably had a top 10 car definitely, but we just lost too much track position there on the last restart, and we try to stay everybody's way. I try to race the guys that are in the playoffs with as much respect as I can, give them much room, and because I would expect the same in return. So yeah, we'll pull on the holler and we'll go to the next track.
Absolutely. Appreciate the time as always, fellas. Ryan, I know you'll be gone next week, but Casey, hope to see you.
Nope. I'll be gone at Charlotte.
Charlotte. Oh, so we'll see you next week Dover then. All right, cool.
Yep, we'll see you.
All right,
Thanks,
fellas.
guys.
Yep. All the race review, I don't care. -2, -2 for Richard. He wasn't here tonight. Michael McElroy, your big mover, +14 in the 7th position. Nothing else matters.
Thank you. Thank you. A lot of hard work, a lot of hard effort went into this night. Love the package they put together for this card.
They got a Denny Hamlin in here or something. Hello.
It was a great car tonight. Can't help but shout out the Backmarker Shop team. Backmarkershop.com put together a hell of a Mustang tonight. And tire strategy at the end was the call. Pinder and I and French made the call on tires. Pinder and French raced a little bit harder than they wanted to with each other. And
I was just going to buy him on the bottom. He smacked the wall and took me out.
We saw it all right. We saw it.
We saw it.
You didn't see what happened before that. But
I did not. You're right. I didn't see what happened before that. So.
You punted me going into 3. That's what you didn't see.
You dove it down in front of me.
Fight.
Max, I truly appreciate how animated you got when I was trying to save my car, trying to hold on for dear life.
It's so funny. It was like I couldn't tell if he was just like trying to. It was so funny. It's like it would almost look like. Well, one is like you're trying to save it, but two is like I'm just gonna take this 3 wide so quick to pass these guys. It was just like I could tell you were going for it. It was so good.
Yeah, it was.
And then it just like all of a sudden it was like, oh, he's going too much. Save it. Right.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Right.
Oh no!
I got a case of the death wobble, and it just
it turned into a drone for TTSL. That was funny.
Hey,
Jesus,
serious shout out to TTSL. I love those guys, man. I know during their interview they were saying like, oh, it was probably payback, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
I love those guys. They're awesome.
Yeah, good part of the league to have, and always some good fun when they're around. So. But yeah, congratulations on a hard-earned third top 10 of the season. For real, though. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Sorry we weren't more negative, judging by the overall vibe of this entire post-race portion.
Yeah.
Here's my suggestion to people that have a bad race. Throw your keyboard out your window and don't type anything until tomorrow.
No, they should definitely...
Hello,
Randy.
Randy Arms!
Are we live?
Yes.
Randy just, by the way, he
Randy's
just
throwing
wrecked
his
again.
keyboard out the window right now.
He just wrecked.
I'm spinning again.
Yeah. Randy, you got 11th. You did not pick up your 9th top 10 of the season. I'm heartbroken, but it happens.
The way my race went, I'm surprised it still had 4 wheels on it.
And surprisingly, no one picked you to win. That was all your own doing tonight, so...
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Maybe y'all should start picking me again.
Maybe we'll see.
Maybe it's reversed now.
The right way, I will.
Yeah, we had a rough race. We'll just say. I mean, that's about all we can say.
Fair
Hopefully, it was an entertaining show.
It was very entertaining. It was one of the races of the year for sure.
Yeah,
you could have put the camera on me and been probably entertained. I think every wreck happened right around me.
Yeah, even when you cause a wreck, it's definitely you're in it. So
well, that's
allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's right. I can't get sued if I say allegedly. That's allegedly when you left rear someone coming out of 4.
I know.
All right now.
All right, we'll be seeing you next week. Hey, listen.
That's the wreck I just happened to be reviewing right now.
Hold on.
Whoa. All right.
Put it on the screen.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you at Dover, fellas. Good luck.
Later, buddy.
Later. All right. We're still live. Art, your final thoughts on a wild Nashville race?
Get rid of the giant diffuser, get rid of aero, let the cars have 1,000 horsepower so they can actually race.
Fair enough. Corbin, any final thoughts on your end?
Randy Arms was a problem.
A real problem.
But big shout out to Michael McElroy, 7th place, picked up 3rd top 10. Matt Frady as well, 3rd top 10 for him, the independent driver. And Jake Nipris. I know he was involved a lot tonight and from the Next Step series, but the only man from the Next Step to secure top 10 here tonight. And is obviously Cade McClenny, your race winner here tonight, with Bowers and Sean Anderson on the podium. So that was how the race unfolded. 18 cars on the lead lap. Dylan Failvich, first man, 1 lap down, and then all the way down to Dylan Dreiling in 26th place, and that's how they finished. That's how they finished here tonight. Tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, will be live for the LSRL Xfinity Series from Dover, so get a early preview somewhat. of another concrete track. And then this Friday night, Rod Cart 9 Eastern, as they head to Talladega in the Xfinity car. And then next Monday night, Dover again for the third to last race of the Season 3 for ARS Next Gen. So got a lot coming up, good stuff. Be sure to tune in as always, and we'll see you tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern. Y'all take care.